Hello everyone. Let's talk higher education today. Today we're looking at the angle of textbooks, and there's a pressing matter that has been pressing me, and I just wanted to bring it to you and see how you feel about it. As most of you know, I graduated in December of 2013 with my Bachelor's of Science in Finance from the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and I am currently pursuing my MBA. One of the classes that I have to take in order to receive my MBA is financial accounting. And financial accounting is one of those classes that I, struggled a little with in undergrad, and now I'm taking it in graduate school, and I'm like, so have to make sure that I get my books, make sure that I have everything in order, so I'll be able to take this class and be effective. So, to that end, I went ahead and ordered my book. Now, my instructor is using Financial Accounting by Libby. This is the 7th edition. There is an 8th edition, but she decided to go with the 7th edition, which, is great because you can save money on textbooks when you are an edition behind. They get less expensive when the new edition comes out. So, you can look for the 7th edition of the book or the previous edition or whatever and save some money. Or you can do like I do, which is buy the international edition. So, most of my classes, I have the international edition of the textbook. And the international edition of textbooks, this is from my strategic management class. And as you can see, it's a paperback. The international edition of my Global Business Today book, paperback. So that's like the only difference between a standard American textbook. They come hardcover. International comes paperback. But anyhow, back to this. So edition behind, I was able to get this book for, I'm on the wrong email. If I can pull the right email, I'll tell you exactly how much. I want to make sure that I'm accurate with this information. But I was able to get the book for a bit less than, or for a lot less than what it was when it came out. So this book was $15.95, $15.95, 15.95 for the book. And that was great. I was very excited about this because this is less than my international books that I usually buy, because the internationals are usually about $35, $45. And that's for the brand new edition or whatever. So that's that. So the book was $15.95. And then we're left with the issue of the access code. Because this is a math class, they want us to use Connect. Connect is the accompaniment website. It has like the little homework assignments and stuff on there, which you can actually buy an ebook with the access for $125. The only issue that I have personally with that is that at the end of 30, 60, or 90 days, you no longer have access to the ebook, and once your class is over, you can't reuse the access code. So that's $125 for one class, no book remaining. And, that might work great for some people. They don't have to worry about trying to sell the book back, especially since it's an edition behind. They probably wouldn't get anything for it. But for me, I want to have a physical book to show for every class that I take, especially since they cost so much money. I will get a bookcase for my textbooks. Thank you very much. So that's the way I feel about it personally. Now, this right here, this is the access code. This little piece of cardboard here is the access code. Now, this access code was $93.34. Let's see. $93.34 for the access code, okay? For the access code was $93.34. Now, some companies will not give you the ISBN number for just this access code. McGraw-Hill, I called them up and I was like, I need the access code for this book, 7th edition, and they gave it to me, no problem. Now, the company that I do have a problem with is, what is it, Pearson? Wiley. Wiley and Wiley Plus, Wiley Foxes. Wiley Plus refused to give me the ISBN for one of the books in the class that I was taking. Like, they led me to believe that there was no such thing as an ISBN that is separate from the book or separate from the website, and I would have to, absolutely, I would have to buy the book brand new, or I would have to get the ebook access on the website in order to get access to my homework and everything for that class. So on that occasion, since I like having a physical book, I spent $225 to get the physical book for that class and the access code. Now, that is an issue to me, because on top of your tuition, your fees, room and board, dining plans, and just miscellaneous things that you need, you still have to buy, of course, the toilet tissue, toothpaste, toothbrushes. You have to brush your hair, so you got to have a brush and a comb. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes into your undergrad degree and your, you know, your master's, doctorate, whatever. But there's a lot that goes into that. So then you have these books that you have to buy. So since textbooks are so dang expensive, that's an added expense. So you could end up spending, if you're taking a full course load, 4 classes a semester, and you're spending $100, $150 per book, that could land you $400+ on textbooks if you're not being a savvy spender. Now, there are several resources that you can use in order to reduce the amount that you spend on textbooks. Number one, if you do not have an ideal in your head of how you should keep the textbooks after the class is over, you can, of course, rent your textbooks. You can go with a company. Chegg.com is great. Barnes & Noble has a book renting program. Your campus bookstore may have a book renting program now. There are a lot of rental programs out there. Or you can do like me and look for the international edition of any book that you want and save even more money, and you get to keep the book at the end. Of course, at the end of everything, I've never tried to sell back my international edition of textbooks because, like I said, I do like to keep my textbooks. I've only sold back books from like my freshman year, and I regret it now, like all my English books, because there was some really good stuff in there. But I sold it back because I needed the money for the other miscellaneous stuff that you have to buy in undergrad. So you can do that. Now, there are a few websites that you can use. One of the ones that I recommend highly is bigwords.com, BIGWORDS.com. There's also another one, let me see, I think it's textbookcomparison.net. Let me see. That may be it. Yeah, textbookcomparison.net is another one. TEXTBOOKCOMPARISON.net, textbookcomparison.net, and that one shows you all of the different books, but I don't know if they show you international editions on that one, but Big Words shows international editions. And what they do is they browse the web for all the different people that have that specific book listed, and they give you the lowest price on it. So if you have, 5 books, you're looking for all of them, they'll give them to you like, this is how much it would cost if you bought them from one store. This is how much it would cost if you bought each book from like a different seller for the best price. So that's what I have been using for like the past 3 or 4 years to get my textbook. And the only time that I've ever paid full price for a textbook in that time frame is when I had to take that personal finance class, and Wiley Plus refused to give me the ISBN number for their access code. So Wiley Plus, I'm still upset with you about that. That was $225 and I had just had a baby. So anyhow, McGraw-Hill, give them a call. I just need the ISBN number for blah 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 access code with this book, and they'll give it to you. And then you can take a look on Big Words or textbookcomparison.net to find the book for the low. And that's only, if you're married to the idea of actually having the textbook forever. If not, then you can, of course, rent it. When you rent it, you may or may not get the access code with it. Check with the company that you rent it from and make sure that you ask them if they sell their rented textbooks with the access code. Some companies do, some companies don't. So check that too. Make sure that they actually do sell them with the access code. I think that's my rant for the day. But yeah, higher ed is already expensive. Textbook companies, I understand that you are in the business of profits, but remember, when you're in undergrad, you likely don't have a whole lot of money to spend. So please keep that in mind. There are a lot of people that are trying to achieve a higher education, trying to achieve a degree, trying to elevate themselves, elevate their families, and they need to get as many breaks as possible. So could you please consider coming out with something that would be beneficial, that we can actually get the book in hand and highlight and mark it up like we need to in order to learn? Because that would be helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day.